Hey everybody, Wrestling with Drosky. And main topic that I wanted to talk about today is what the wrestling world's talking about right now, and that's the Vision, how Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed betrayed Seth Rollins on Monday Night Raw. Guys, I didn't see this coming. So let's start from the beginning. So when the Vision was formed, for me, it didn't make any sense having Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker be part of Seth Rollins. Bronson Reed, when he returned, well, before he got injured, he was on a rivalry with Seth Rollins. So why would you put him with Seth Rollins? He was trying to injure. Well, he injured Rollins a few months back. I know Seth tried to explain it, but it still didn't make any sense. And also putting Braun Breaker in that group didn't make any sense either. He was already a top guy, former two-time NXT champion. He was already Intercontinental champion. He was already at a main event level, so why bring him down? It makes it didn't make sense to put neither of those two men, but it did give Bronson Reed more camera time, even though he was already on camera time. But you got to see more of him. You got to have Paul Heyman be his voice, and even Seth Rollins be his voice. I mean, we were going with the ride. We were excited. I was excited about the group. How can you keep going forward with that group? I'm pretty sure the WWE had no idea what they were doing when they built that team. Well, when they built that group, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, yeah, I mean they had nice tag team matches against Roman and Jey Uso, but it was never they never received or they never won the tag team championship. So if you're gonna put them in a stable, shouldn't they have the tag team championships? I mean, you already had Seth Rollins being world heavyweight champion, so you need his stable to be tag team champions. And I like how WWE did it though. It's kind of reminiscing of when Seth Rollins betrayed Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. You know, they were at their hottest. They had beat Evolution twice already, and then Seth Rollins betrayed Roman and Dean Ambrose. So it's kind of the same thing. That's why I didn't see it coming, because Seth Rollins was on top of the world, guys. Look at the year he had already. He beat Roman and CM Punk in the main event of WrestleMania. He won the Money in the Bank. He cashed in Money in the Bank and became World Heavyweight Champion. And then he beat Cody Rhodes to become Crown Jewel Champion. So he was at his highest, and that's when he got betrayed. The painting on the walls were right there. You also have Brock Lesnar. So what's going on with that? Was that only like a short term for the match against John Cena, where Paul Heyman was on Brock Lesnar's side, or I don't. I mean, I hope they don't put Brock Lesnar in this faction, because it should be Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker and maybe somebody else, maybe like Austin Theory. Not as an we have a leader. It should be people who wanna come up, main event. They did it at the right time. I know everybody was thinking like the Vision is gonna be in War Games, so blah blah blah. And now you have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. They stopped all that. So now it's for me it's unpredictable now. Like what's gonna happen? And now you have CM Punk being the number one contender. So you have CM Punk and Seth Rollins now for the world title. But now Seth Rollins also beefing with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed now. They're gonna have to. So it goes back to my prediction from a few months back, where I know CM Punk is gonna win the world title, and he's gonna walk into WrestleMania as world champion. So now the match that they're gonna have, I mean, it can go either way. You could have CM Punk beat Seth Rollins and become world heavyweight champion, thanks to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Or you can have Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker attack both Punk and Rollins, double disqualification or whatever you want to call it. The future for Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker is pretty high. The sky's the limit for both of those guys. Bronson Reed already has a victory over Roman Reigns, so next level. And Braun Breaker, he's been a top guy. He did not benefit at all from being in the division. Bronson Reed did, but not Braun Breaker. So now you might have Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins, might be for the world title. For me, it's a little too soon because now, like, kind of hard to predict because you have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, but now you're also thinking like, okay, we're supposed to have Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So is it gonna be Seth Rollins against Braun Breaker WrestleMania? Is it gonna be a triple threat involving Bronson Reed? I have no idea. But I think they pulled the trigger at the right time. Seth Rollins being at his highest, Bronson Reed being at his highest, and Braun Breaker maybe pissed off because he was not a crown jewel. That's my take on this whole betrayal on Seth Rollins. Alright, guys.